I saw a few videos yesterday that really prompted me to make this video. We've become so desensitized to trauma and violence that we're getting a little bit too frivolous with sharing deeply violent and traumatic things. The first one I saw was a video of apparently somebody had been hit by an SUV and was drugged several feet. You could see the blood on the ground from where they were dragged, and the person was still trapped under the car. You could hear people screaming and hollering in the background. Now, I'm not mad at the person that videoed that because they were trying to catch the license plate of the person that hit the other individual. But baby, you didn't have to post that for the world to see. You could have just gotten that to the proper authorities. Completely unnecessary. Person was still under there, still alive from what I understand. I feel like I heard they later passed away, which is very unfortunate. But come on, y'all. The next video I saw was a young man. He was looked to be in a train station, and somebody had just fallen in and apparently got ran over or something. Anyway, the person literally saw the body split in half. And it was still there and happening, and the person is just sitting on the phone looking absolutely shell-shocked and traumatized. Why would you post that? There was another gentleman on, I believe he was in Tennessee. He was in a bar, and he was talking about how J.D. Vance's motorcade apparently hit a police officer, and now that officer is apparently in critical condition, and it just wasn't getting enough play. And I wasn't really mad at that video. It didn't show anything gruesome. It happened after the fact, like a day or so after, so he had a little bit of time to kind of just sit and reflect on it, and he was able to share it like in a non-gruesome manner. And, I'm pretty desensitized to stuff like that. I work in a trauma hospital, and I treat very, very critical patients. So my stomach for stuff like that has been hardened over time. So there's a certain part of my brain that can kind of shut off. But everybody doesn't have that. And if you cannot control yourself enough to not post that, I'm asking you, please just put a trigger warning up for people. Okay? Just put a trigger warning up for people. If you are in fight or flight, don't record anything. Or if you need to record it for legal purposes or whatever, don't be so quick to share it publicly. Share it to the authorities and to the proper channels. But, everything don't always have to be posted. People have been sitting up here for years watching, babies get blown to bits in Gaza. We're seeing, blood images in Sudan from satellite. Like, we're really getting bombarded with a lot of really violent and traumatic imaging. And every piece of that you get, especially when you're not ready for it. You up there looking at a video for puppies and you scroll, and then automatically somebody getting drugged across the street in a car. Come on, man. Let's be more mindful about each other. Let's have a little bit more empathy for the situation and a little bit more presence about where everybody's mental state is. Okay? All right. Let's just be a little bit more gentle with this sharing traumatic stuff. Okay? TT Talks.